Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Heck Creative. Today we're going over the Sonic the Hedgehog 30th Anniversary 2.5-inch diorama set and the Studiopolis Zone play sets from Jakks Pacific. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Now let's get to it. So here's the Sonic the Hedgehog 30th Anniversary 2.5-inch diorama set. Now this diorama set is intended to be used with a different diorama. We have modern Sonic on the side over here with 30th Anniversary. All the pieces in this, tall and short checkpoints, shield item box, spike trap, Sonic tails, and a spring right over here. Looks really cool. Some more figures over here. We got Silver, Supersonic, Shadow, and Modern Sonic. Same thing on the other side right over here. So let's get this open and see what's what. I like this logo though. It looks really cool. The bottom is all just junk. Let's get this thing open, check out what's inside. One of the best parts about this set is a nice blue backdrop, which looks really cool. I actually have the box propping it up behind it, so that's pretty neat. Really cool blue backdrop, reminds me of some kind of cartoon thing. So let's go over everything in this set. First up is this spring. We've seen it before in other sets. Push it down, it does stuff. It actually can attach to the bottom of something, which is pretty cool. We'll probably see that later on, but yeah, push the spring down, your character is propelled a little bit. Pretty nice thing to do. Looks really neat. Next up, we have the shield box. Provides a shield around Sonic for an extra hit. Looks really cool. It's a big chunky box, pretty light, some marbling on the back. It has a little port on the bottom for putting on stuff, and the sticker's kind of misaligned on this, which is kind of a shame. Little red, thing for the TV. Old CRT TVs, remember those? Yeah, I remember those. Next up, we have this spike trap. We've seen this before from the Flying Battery set. This one's a little bit, bent from being in the package. So I'm going to try to move it into place and make it look a little bit better. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Looks really cool, really neat. It's really malleable too, so it doesn't any, issues about hurting your figures aren't going to happen. It has a rubber, bottom base that is black on one side and gray on the other. I think that these are just ported through holes on this thing, so it's a pretty ingenious idea to use. And more spike traps are never a bad thing. Next up, short checkpoint. It actually has a function. It swivels at the top over here pretty nicely. The star is really aligned really well. Moves left, moves right. It springs really nicely and pretty cool. I wish it had a little bit of malleability over here. Something a little rubbery, but it probably would break after multiple uses in that case, so I'm glad with it. There's a sticker adorned to the bottom right over here with its design. Looks very nice, pretty cool. Looks good. I like the purple in it. I like the orange in it. You know my color set. So yeah, pretty cool thing right over here. Same thing, but bigger. Yeah, just a tall checkpoint. It isn't really a checkpoint, I don't think, but more like a bouncing thing, because remember playing Sonic Mania and having Sonic bounce on these and jump on them instead of use them as a checkpoint. But what do I know? I'm not the guy that made the toys. Jakks Pacific is the guy that made the toys. Sega designed it. They could have just said, hey, this isn't checkpoint, guys. Call it a bouncy thing. Give it a name. That'd be great if they gave it a name or something. So yeah, bouncy thing, I would guess. Last up, we have Classic Sonic. Looks really cool, really good. Very classic. I'm not sure if this is the Mania edition or not, but he has a nice pre-pose thing. He can wave, move his hand up and down, swivel it all the way around, do the catwalk pose. Pretty cool. This hand, sort of a punching hand. You could have him wind up for a punch, but the smile on his face makes it look kind of psychotic. I'm gonna punch you, everybody! Yeah! Or maybe a fist bump for Knuckles. Who knows? That actually could work. Pretty nice feature for that. But his arm is really oddly posed. It's just kind of strangely, in this sort of pose. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of hate this. I wish it was just a pre-posed figure and not something that would be an action figure. The one from Flying Battery still exceeds this one. Swivels around with the head right over here. Nothing else for that. We have the leg going up this far, back this far, swivel, going out this far. This one goes out this far. The legs are pre-posed, so you kind of don't get a straight leg if you want to put it straight. So basically you have him doing this pose forever, which is kind of a shame. That's kind of a bummer. I'm sad. Next up, we have Modern Tails, I think. The gray. I'm not sure why this is gray. That's kind of weird. Is this figure in the storage too long or something? I don't know. Yeah, weird kind of figure to put in this set. We have a classic Sonic and a Modern Tails. I don't get it. The head swivels around right over here. The tails swivel around right over there. They go up and down. you know, near the head. He can bash himself in the head with the his tails. His arms are really long. They go up, down, all the way around. You get a swivel right up here. Nothing at the arm, nothing at the glove. We have up for the leg, down for the leg, and then out. It also can swivel. Same with the other leg, same with the other arm. I don't know. I thought I would like this, but I guess I don't. The gray is throwing me off a lot. Maybe it's a misprint, maybe it's not. But yeah, that's Tails for you. Pretty nice diorama set. You get a lot of good stuff, but I just, you know, wish there was a diorama. Oh, wait, there is. So right after this break, we're going to go over the diorama and check it out to see what is what as far as this diorama goes. I recommend getting this in conjunction with the diorama we'll be seeing in just a minute. But yeah, that's this. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. So as you can see, I've already unboxed this thing a little bit, trying to get my stage lights out of the way, but that'll be hard to do. So we see Sonic here with these like different like bouncy things he can go off of. We also have this ramp he can go up right over here. Modern Sonic for some reason, don't know why there isn't Classic Sonic on it, but I guess that's the 30th anniversary logo thing. Studiopolis Zone playset, good level from Mania, really nice, really cool. We got some stuff from the background and some cool lights and stuff like that. We also have a picture of the playset right over here once again with the logo. We also have on the back a bigger picture of the playset with some figures you can get, as well as Green Hill Zone. That's a nice little tie-in. We also have more stuff over here, same as the front, you know, ramp and slide action, pegs for future display, for figure display, bouncy rotatable checkpoints, and swinging mic drop platform. I still think these are not checkpoints, and also the red ring star that isn't really mentioned, which is kind of weird. Cityscape backdrop, big platform, special ring, that's what it's called. Okay, cool. Yeah. Also some more action stuff, just to tickle the fancy of those wanting to get something for somebody. We also have Sonic 30th Anniversary with a bunch of gameplay on the background. That's really neat. I love this. I would pore over it a lot. But oh, there's that Sonic, and then yeah, it's just a repeating thing, repeating slide over and over. On the bottom, just some legalese stuff. But yeah, let's take a look inside and see what's what. Here's the interior. Let's debag everything. So just getting our scissors, we cut over here, and then we get Sonic and we cut right there, free him from his prison. We gotta be really careful to cut this out, so just go underneath it and cut, cut, cut. That gets this piece out right over here. We also gotta get this piece right over here. Cut, cut, and cut. Get this piece out right over here. Good. And lastly, this bit, the bottom, I presume, cut, and you're freed, I believe. Yeah. Take that out, remove this box we don't need anymore, and now for assembly. So it shouldn't be that difficult, you know. Should be kind of a snap. Really nice backdrop right over here. We have a couple rings adorning the back. Really beautiful. Oh, it reminds me a lot of Chemical Plant Zone. I love that. It really took some inspiration from that zone. Very nice. Setting that aside, we have the bases right over here. I don't think I need directions for this. It's pretty easy. You just gotta know what to place where, such as placing these two pieces right here onto each other, forming the base. One backdrop goes over here. Moving the camera down a bit. There we are. And this backdrop, I believe, flips over and goes over here. We have this ramp with two ports in the bottom going right here. From what I've heard, you can get multiples of these and actually put them together. I didn't really do that because I wasn't that forethinking when I got this a while ago. Whoa! Okay, that's a lot. A lot of things just flew around everywhere. Gotta catch them all. Gotta grab them, gotta snag them before they run away. I think I may have lost a ring or something. I'm not exactly sure. I know it hit me. There's one, two. There's a third ring. Okay, cool. So moving on from that little scenario, we have this piece right here. We're going to put this right over there, and it just snaps on. Pretty simple. It rotates a little bit. That's cool. We also have 2 shorts and a long. What I'm going to do is put the long one in the middle. Goes right there, goes right there, goes right there. And I believe that's your playset. Pretty nice playset. You also can put, you know, rings everywhere on this thing. There's a port here. There's also a port here. And here. And over here, next to this, right over here. And then getting more rings, we have this right here. And there. And so many ring ports on this thing. And here. Finding the port of the ring, that one, and then that one right there. And last but not least, one more right here. There's like a jillion rings on this thing and a million ports, so that's awesome. I believe this Sonic is, what, the same as the previous one that I just reviewed like 30 seconds ago? Right over here. Yeah, it's the exact same thing. Yeah. Although, actually, no, it's the exact same thing. Here, let me see. Let me check this guy out and open him up. Almost destroyed my camera right over there. There we go. Yeah, it's the exact same thing. I've been duped, I think. Yeah, the exact same Sonics. If anybody wants one, let me know. They're basically the same. Yeah. It's kind of weird. Huh. I mean, actually, you know what? The eyes are a little bit more in on this one than this one. So, take that as you will, I guess. I don't know. Your Sonic may vary. So, yeah, 2 different Sonics. It's kind of weird. Strange, isn't it? So, yeah, going over this set, it has a lot of nice moving parts, a lot of good stuff to it. Looks very nice. The building was pretty fun. Moving this star ring over here, what you can do is have Sonic on here and then move him up, which doesn't really move all that well. The movement on these is like not great at all. I feel like Jakks is a great company for figures, but not for like actual, you know, sets and play sets and stuff like that. You know, if you're a figure company, first stick to your figure company stuff. Going up over here, and then he kind of jumps off, and then you can bounce Sonic off these. Bounce, and then move this one over and twist it, and bounce. And then bounce over here. Oh wait, there we are. Bounce over here. Bounce. This is actually pretty fun, bouncing in between everything. But it's very small, very short, very little. The star ring is nice. I have a couple of these. They're pretty cool. But I don't know. It doesn't really catch me as well as Green Hill does. There's that nostalgia factor for Green Hill Zone. Whereas this doesn't really hold much of a candle. It's too new for me. But I get it that kids who are growing up on Sonic, who just see Sonic Mania and want to get that, this is perfect for them. You know? But overall, I mean, this set right here, there's the back, there's the bottom. A little bit drab. This set right here is just okay for me. I do like the function of these things as a nice play feature. That works out pretty well. See, now I don't know. I wish I had the Green Hill Zone aesthetic with something like this that could like provide a lot of nice play feature for Sonic to go through. I don't like how this is too close. This is way too close, actually. You would want this like over here, so you could have a little more wiggle room with that. Otherwise, you're jamming it into the side right here and messing up the sticker. And the stickers look really good. They look very accurate to the game. You have a good view over here, and you have a good view from here. And you have this guy moving around, very accurate to the game. That guy, I like the sort of like static, you know, warning signal on the screen back there. Something I like about this set is the customizability. You know, just the set alone doesn't really do it justice. But when you have other pieces from other sets, that's where the fun begins. This diorama set is actually a great companion to this Studiopolis playset. When you take this off, you actually can make this work way better for yourself if you have the correct and right pieces. All you gotta do is add these two from the other set, a tall right here, a short right there, and you're in business. Put this monitor up here, the shield to grab, right up there. This spring has the wrong port, I would think. It'd actually port on something like this, and not something as small as this little piece. So what I've done, got a different one from my collection, move that ring out of there, and just put this one in instead, right over here, So you can get to that. Put the spike trap right over here. And now that you've lost this, maybe you could put it in the front, just like hanging out there. You know, maybe something, or in the back even. That would actually, I think, work way better. Something like this over here for a little bit of flair, I guess, and have a much larger playset to work out with. That actually works out pretty nice. Let me try this over here once again, see how that works. That could work. You could fudge that in, you know, work that out pretty well. Maybe even get a little gap over here just for some a little bit extra kind of, you know, work like that. But having this whole playset be just modifiable is wonderful, especially with that spare diorama set. It does so much for the set that makes it work so well. Going up here and then bouncing from spring to spring works out really well. And if you want to, you can go back and jump on this and get up here to get the goodies. So that's really great. And also you have something to avoid with the spike trap right over here. But I think this is actually, now it's a good set. Now it's something that is worthwhile. I really wish they had some option for a third panel you can add. But you probably have to get a second set and make that work that way. But yeah, having two of these is just really good. I recommend just getting another one of these pieces, another backdrop right over here, and putting it over here to add this ramp on this side or something, because that actually works out pretty good. And I think it's a good set. It's a really nice set with the diorama too and everything. Having this piece as this kind of sucks because you can't put it anywhere. The playset itself is around 6 inches tall, while the playset is around 14 inches long. The figures are at about 2.5 inches tall, and these are around 3 inches and 3.5 inches respectively, these little bobbly doohickeys. Overall, really good set. You get Sonic, you get two Sonics, you get Tails, you get a bunch of good stuff, and just all this diorama stuff is really neat, and I'm very happy with it. I recommend, if you want to modify and kit bash, to pick them up, I would think. You know, as one piece, Studiopolis is just okay. As one piece, the diorama set is just okay. But put them together, it's a whole new beast and just looks so good. So yes, now that I've gone over both of them together and combined them, I wholeheartedly recommend them. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Heck Creative. Feel free to click like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. You can also visit us at jesseheckcreative.com, where you'll find more reviews like this one. Thanks again for watching and keep being creative. Stay tuned.